Hello and welcome to the Windows 10 crash course. In this video, we're going to be talking about installing and uninstalling applications on Windows 10. Now, in this video specifically, we're focusing on default apps that are installed when you install Windows 10. Of course, this also works for third-party applications, so we'll talk a little bit about that, show you a couple of different methods. However, as far as Windows apps go, we actually have a future video on the Windows App Store, so we're going to have a whole section focusing just on that and navigating around the Windows Store, so be sure to check that out as well. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into Windows 10. So here we are in Windows 10, and we're going to start off by looking at the traditional way to uninstall applications within Windows. First things first, you're going to want to head into your Start menu, and then you're going to go ahead and search Control Panel. You can make a shortcut for this to make it easier if you want to go about doing this. This is just an easier way to do it if you're used to this traditional view. So go into Programs, hit Uninstall a Program, and you'll have the classic uninstall or change program within your Control Panel. So this is the traditional way to install third-party apps that you install on your Windows 10 machine. Of course, there's also the modern settings. You can go into the gear icon, and then from here, head over to System, and then you go into App and Features. So this is the new way to manage applications. But what's great about this is you'll see here it gets a list of all the apps installed, not just your third-party apps, but you can see it'll showcase default apps. So even like the Twitter app that's installed, Candy Crush, for example, that's installed by default with Windows 10 here. All of that shows up in the modern UI. So it's definitely worth using this modern settings icon to go ahead and navigate through your applications here. Now, what you can do here is you can type an app name. So if you're looking for something, you can easily uninstall it, move an app, or select it from the list. You can sort by size, name, and install date. You can have it show all apps on all drives. And then from here, you can see you can just navigate through all the applications. And let's say, for example, I don't want Candy Crush on my PC. I can click on it, and then you'll see I have the option to move it or uninstall it. In this case, I want to uninstall it, and then I'll simply hit uninstall. And just like that, that's how you go about uninstalling some of the default, what may be known as bloatware in some cases, or junk that comes with your Windows 10 install. This can range from things like the Office suite if you don't need it, even apps like Skype, for example, that's owned by Microsoft. If you don't need those applications and they're taking up space, that's one of the many ways you can go ahead and clear those applications. So again, that's a great way to get rid of applications that you have default on your PC. Of course, installing applications, that's all done through your browser. We're going to have a video specifically on the Windows Store on how you can install apps that way. Those will all install natively like you're used to on Windows. There's another quick way to do it as well from your Start menu here. If you go into your Start menu and you see an app that you don't want, for example, on the live tiles here, you can go ahead and right click it, and then you'll have the option to uninstall if it's an application that's uninstallable. So in this case, you can see here, if I want to get rid of like Microsoft Office 365, I can right click it, and then I now have the uninstall option. This is a great way to clean up your Start menu as well, just to get rid of the clutter, get rid of those things you don't use. For example, if I don't use 365, then I can just uninstall it here, click that, and then it'll go ahead and go through the whole process. So that's simple and that easy. A couple ways to uninstall. Now, a question that you may be also wondering, if you uninstall some of the default apps that came with your Windows 10, so you have all of the built-in applications that came, and you actually want to go about reinstalling them, you can do this in a batch way using the Windows PowerShell. So the way to do this is you're going to want to go ahead and search it up. Just type in your search, PowerShell, and you'll see right here you have Windows PowerShell. Right-click and then run this as administrator. This is a tool that you can use to actually reinstall all of the default apps. It's kind of like a command prompt here for you to go ahead and reinstall a lot of the default apps, so Photos, Store, People, OneNote, Skype. Again, it's a great way to get all of those apps and install them back. So if you did a clean install and you uninstalled a couple of those things and you realize, oh, I needed that tool, I need that application, what you're going to want to do is enter the code that I'm going to display right now on the screen. It's kind of a long code, so again, you're going to have to install this get command for the app package, and this, again, you can use to get back all of those default applications and have them installed on your Windows 10 machine. So a quick way to uninstall, multiple methods to actually uninstall applications, quick ways to reinstall the default package of applications if need be on Windows 10. It's all up to you. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. However, again, this is how you go about installing and uninstalling apps within Windows 10. Hope this was helpful. Again, thanks for watching.